Hello and welcome to Dukas Copy TV. I'm Andrew Sachs-McLeod from LeapRate, and here today in Geneva, Switzerland, we're joined by Patrick Uhrer, Chief Executive Officer of UniTrader. Hello, Patrick.
Hi, Andrew.
Great to see you again.
Thank you. Great to see you again.
Thank you. Today, in the previous part, we talked a little bit about the UniTrader platform and the real basis of the platform and how it came to be. Now I'd like to go into a little bit about the actual market of the platform in terms of regions. And the reason for that is because a proprietary platform such as UniTrader, which is quite unique in its makeup, it's a very different way of setting up the brokerage with UniTrader, very quick, all integral to many platforms, and it's been very successful in China. And I know now UniTrader has gone with BMFN into other markets around the world, but China was a very big initial step with, am I right, over 4,500 IBs?
Correct.
In China using the BMFN brokerage and UniTrader platform. So how did that start and how did it snowball like that? That's a huge growth in a relatively short space of time.
Right. Well, in China, I think it's a very specific and particular market. I mean, the market is totally IB dominated. It is, yes. And the reason is also simple, because it's such a huge country with so many people. You would be never able to manage just with one or two or even three offices. I mean, today we have 3 offices only in China. But still, the IB business, the IBs are getting to people where you never get, because you simply do not know how to get there.
That's right. Yeah.
So yes, I mean, what is the business about? It's about relationship and trust. So that was an idea of UniTrader, that we allowing an IB to become like his own broker.
Yes.
He has a face, he has a logo with the platform, and he can set up his trust and he can attach the client to him or herself.
Which in turn reduces acquisition costs for the brokerage that you're supplying the platform to, because there's not so much reliance on digital marketing, which we now know, and we've talked about this so often, that the cost of acquiring clients is something like $900 per client, regardless of location, and you've got to keep looking for new ones. It's very ineffective because the digital marketing aspect is highly competitive. And that way of recruiting white label partners, which will then, as you say, reach those clients that there's no other way of reaching, really, especially in China, which is really the government blocks off the access from the outside and from the inside. So it's a kind of cost-effective way to recruit clients that you otherwise would either not necessarily obtain or have to pay a lot of money to digital marketing to try and obtain them.
Correct. I mean, that's another functionality and another, what I consider a large competitive advantage of UniTrader. It comes with many features. It supports sales. It has its CRM integrated. It allows IBs or our own salespeople to open clients or partners in a fraction of a second, and that client can even communicate with his IB or with us directly out of the platform. So it helps in many ways to develop a relationship and to keep people attached to the platform and to the brand. On the other side, UniTrader is very unique in its makeup, as you said. I mean, we're using a lot of colors, symbols, rather than just numbers and graphs. So we try to make it easy and simple, in particular for novice traders. But still, besides that, we have loaded the platform with many technical features, so it would be also a great platform for any advanced or professional trader.
Right, and that leads me on to the very automated method in which Chinese end users operate. They, in general, are very unlike the Japanese, who are very domestic market orientated. They want a domestic company, domestic platform, and they trade manually. China, they are all using overseas platforms with overseas company, and they generally use automated systems, including the IB who manages the accounts for them.
Correct.
So one of the reasons why MetaTrader 4 was relatively was extremely dominant across many markets in the world, including China, is because of the compatibility with EAs that have already been developed for that particular platform.
Right.
So do you think it's better for a new white label partner or new IB to go through all the expense of $5,000-6,000 to buy the license for the MetaTrader platform, then to go and look for a server and a hosting system, then pay between $15,000 and $20,000 for website integration, then more for development and hosting, and then server, and then find a liquidity provider and do a relationship with it, which has gone through all of those processes. By the time you've done that, it's several months and probably $50,000-60,000 before even starting the actual brokerage. That's just for the actual platform, CRM, and back office, servers, liquidity provider relationship. By which time generally the guy has given up and gone on to something else, because it's just not, the entry barrier for that is high in China.
Yeah.
But the advantage is his clients know that system. So by the time he's gone through it, he'll be able to get the clients to connect their EAs and do a lot of volume. Or do you go for, as a Chinese IB, this system, be up and running immediately with no cost whatsoever, with a fully integrated system and no support issues, and then educate the client base to use the UniTrader system and engineer their automated trading tools towards the UniTrader system?
Well, that's a good question, and I wish I could answer in go for UniTrader only. In many ways, it allows people to start in a couple of minutes. You are set up in really no time. You have your logo there. You don't pay any white label fees, no maintenance fee. Everything is included. However, I mean, of course, considering the market, people are used to something. So MetaTrader is omnipresent. It's the most used platform, and
the EAs are designed for it.
Exactly. And I think this is, let's say, if someone wants to avoid that clients or IBs are using too many EAs, UniTrader is certainly a very good alternative as well. Because we have built UniTrader for the sake of having a great trading experience for traders that are seeking a good platform that is with great performance, where they see their entire risk exposure of all the positions at one glance. So we try to have something that is more intuitive and simple to understand.
I like it because it's got a very modern, interactive feel to it. It doesn't look like a desktop-based platform which has the same static data listed on it. It's got a very, very dynamic, modern approach, which I think is in places where you have, as you said earlier, a lot of young, willing, big, large populations of young, willing traders. That's the way they would like to see it, because it promotes adaptability. So as the market moves, they're not going to think, this is going to become obsolete, I'm going to have to replace it. They can adapt it themselves rather than have to call support all the time.
Exactly. That is certainly another functionality we try to cover as well. We want to be modern. We want to address anyone, younger people, but also older people. Today, mobile is all over. Interestingly, not many trades are done on the mobile.
Are they not? Really?
People are using the mobiles to follow up, but not to execute.
I see. I've heard that. Yes, I understand. Do you know the percentages of that at all?
I think it's really it's less than it's a single digit. That's what I heard. Yes.
Is that right? That's amazing.
However,
using it for viewing rather than actually executing. Yeah.
But I'm sure that the future will change, because if you look at the age of traders, they are usually between 25, 30, up to 50. So this generation is not that much used, but once the newer generation will replace and they come into business, it will be online only.
Yes, I agree.
And mobile app. That's why we already have the mobile app, which is a complete different experience of the trading platform as well. So we really tried to have something that is easy and simple and very smooth for using it.
Excellent. That I certainly agree with. And in the next interview, we're going to talk about that, as well as the actual modernity of the interfaces, and that will also be most interesting indeed. So thank you very much for joining us, Patrick.
Thank you for having me. Great pleasure, and all the best.
And to you. See you soon.
Thank you. See you.
I'm Andrew Sachs-McLeod from LeapRate. This is Dukas Copy TV. Thank you for watching. See you again next time. Goodbye.